So in this video, I'm going to try showing another way to find slope that doesn't necessarily have to use a formula. It might be a little confusing, so don't worry about understanding this video. But if you really want to see a different way of doing it or thinking about it, if you're not as good as using formulas, then here's a different way to do it. So let's say I give you 2 points, right? 6, 25, and I'll give you another point, which will be like -3, -15. So I did it in blue and red, green and blue for a reason. So these numbers are kind of big and it's hard to graph them. But let's just say that I asked you to put it as close to where it would be. We know that 625 is going to be to the right a bit and then up 25. So it'll be like here-ish. And we know that -3, -15 will be to the left and then down a bit. So kind of approximating like where they'll be in your head is going to be kind of useful. And now we know that here we're starting at -3. We're going all the way this way, and that's going to be 6. And now for the y direction, we know that this is going to start at -15, and we're going all the way this way, all the way up to 25. So another way that I write this is I just go, here's my x, I'm going from -3 all the way to 6. Which is basically like 3 plus 6, which is 9. Because if you look at a number line, you're going from -3 to 0, which is 3 steps, to 6, which is 9. Same thing with the y's. Here we're going from -15 to 25, which if you think about it, is just going 40 steps. So here we know that slope, which is m, is equal to y over x, which is now equal to 40 over 9. And that's how you do it. I showed you a little visual, but actually you don't need it at all to do this. And watch, you can just imagine where the points would be related to each other. Here we have, let's pick another random set of points, right? Let's pick -25, 8. And then let's do 3, -10. So -25, 8 will be, let's just put this as a point. It's to the left and up. 3 is going to be to the right of -5, and -10 will be down. So we know that you're actually going right and down. So here's kind of how we know. So let's pick our x direction. We know that we're starting from the blue point. So we're going from -25, we're going right all the way to 3. And then from y, we're going from 8 all the way to -10. So that lets us look at our equation very differently, because now instead of using an equation, we just know that this is 25 steps and then 3 steps. So here we have change in x is 28. Then here we're going 8 steps to 0, and then we're going -10 steps, which means that we're going 8 steps and 10 steps, which is 18. And then finally, we know that slope is equal to y over x, which is equal to 18 over 28. And that's another way of looking at slope. Let me show you with one more example of random numbers. So, oops. So let's say we pick 7 and then 21, and then we pick 3 and -2. So we know that 7, 21, we're going to put over here because it's like to the right and up. We know that 3 is to the left of 7 and -2 is down. So as you can see here, our line is going to be connected. So we know our slope is going to be positive because positive lines go upward. So now we just follow the same method. From x, we're starting at 3. So it's going to go 3 to 7, which is just 4. And our y, we're going from -2 to 21, which means we're going up 23. So hopefully the way I showed it with like the counting steps helps you guys do that math quickly. But now we know m is equal to 23 over 4 because it's equal to y over x. So if this way is confusing to you guys, just keep using the original formula of m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, x1. But if this manages to help you because you can picture like where the dots will be in your head, then this is another way that you can look at finding slope.